Welcome yogis to a beautiful restorative yin practice with myself Anna from Anna Martin Yoga and Union Yoga Collective. Hello to all of the Union Yoga crew. We're going to do a sequence that is very popular at the studio, a wall yin, and that's really perfect because the only prop you really need is a wall. I'm doing this in my garage. I've set it up as a little makeshift studio to film for you. So set yourself up close to the wall. If you're on some nice plush carpet or a rug or just anything that's comfortable underneath the lower back, and you could even have something to soften the back of the skull, like a blanket or a towel or a nice flat cushion. And once you have set yourself up, I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position. And we'll just start with Samavriti, a beautiful breath or pranayama practice to help us calm the mind, drop into the body, and really be able to feel a full release. So the breath is an even count on both the inhale and the exhale, with a slight pause, kumbhaka, or retention at the top and the bottom. I'm going to guide you through a 4 count. So take a natural inhale, a natural exhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, retain, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, retain, inhale, 3, 2, 1, retain, exhale, 3, 2, 1, retain. Continue on with this beautiful breathing pattern, and you can add some extra counts to both the inhale and the exhale if you feel comfortable. You should never ever feel distressed with the pranayama practice. Inhaling love, peace, tranquility. Exhaling fear, chaos, disconnection. Inhaling love, exhaling fear. On your next exhale breath, allow the breathing to be natural without any control over the inhale and the exhale. And I'm going to invite you to join me in one chant of Aums. Bring the hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra, mudra of connection. Gently close down the eyes. Take a full inhale. Exhale complete. Inhale for Aums. Oh. observing the silence at the end of the Om. Allow the eyes to gently blink open. Release the palms. And we'll start to prepare for our first yin pose. We're going to be using the wall. If you're brand new to yin, what you're aiming to do is to come into a position where you don't have to hold with any kind of muscular tension. You're simply hanging into the tissues that keep your body connected. So shuffle right up against the wall. From there, roll over so that you can extend your legs up. And just take a moment here to get comfortable with your legs extended on the wall. Nuzzle yourself a little bit closer if you can, so that your bottom or the tissue of your bottom is just kissing against the wall. And take a moment to find that beautiful, deep, full breath that's natural and calming. And you might like to bring one hand to the heart center and one to the stomach. Make sure that your elbows are supported so that you're not holding on to any muscular tension there. And then we'll enter into our first pose, which is wall butterfly. So you're just allowing the sides of the feet to press into the wall. You can use your hands to help pull your feet a little further down, and then allow your arms to either rest, one hand on the heart, one on the stomach. They could be out wide, or they can even reach overhead, getting a little stimulation maybe in the heart and the lung meridians. This particular yin practice is really beautiful before bedtime. All of the gentle inversions send all of the nourishment back to your organs and to your heart. And a gentle reminder for anyone who has practiced yin before, or for anyone who is new. The two reasons that we move are, number one, if we've dropped so deeply into the pose that our body's inviting us into a second physical edge, we can readjust and find the depth. Number two is if we've come in a little too deep and the sensation is such that we can't sit in the pose without having to engage our tensile tissue, our muscles, then you calmly exit the pose, recenter, and then come into a more appropriate level of sensation. And then resolve to stay as still as you can for the entire length of the hold. My advice is usually 60 to 70% sensation, and then just letting gravity work on placing a healthy stress on the tissues that you are focusing on. Right now we've got a beautiful compression on our lower back, and the target area is the groin for the opening. Take a full inhale breath into chest and lungs. As you exhale, slowly start to escape the pose, just allowing the legs to extend to whatever length on the wall that feels like a release for you. Taking just a small rebound here. And then moving directly into the next pose, we're coming into wall dragonfly. Now, for this particular pose, if you want to support your legs with your hands, you can. And I really would advise only coming to 50% to start. Gravity really does work on helping you open. And once again, the target area is the groin, the pubic fascia, and a beautiful decompression in the sacroiliac joint. We're going to be here for 4 minutes. And if I remember, I'll let you know when the halfway mark is, so you can adjust the pose if you choose to. Arms could be overhead alongside the body, supporting the legs, or resting on the heart and the stomach. Breath is full, deep, and calm. Soft intention, soft thoughts. We've reached the halfway mark in the length of the hold. If you'd like to readjust by reducing the sensation or increasing the sensation, make your adjustments and then come into the same stillness that you've already cultivated. Take a full inhale into chest and lungs. And as you exhale, you slowly start to invite your legs back together. Give them all the time they need. No rush here to come into a position that's completely effortless. We'll take a slight rebound, just letting your feet hang out on the wall with bent knees or straight legs, whatever feels best in and around the hip joint at the moment. Now for our next pose, you're going to need to shuffle a little bit further away from the wall. And if you're very tight in your outer hips, I would say come out quite a ways. We're coming into figure 4 using a wall as support. So we'll leave the right foot against the wall. And I like to lift my bottom up so that I can find a good position with my left ankle somewhere around the along the top of the right thigh. And then if you feel that you have a little bit more room, you can bring your right foot further down the wall. If you feel like you've got less room, bring your right foot further up the wall. So find that position, targeting the outer left hip, focusing on the gallbladder meridian at the moment. And once again, choosing a position with the arms that really honors your body. Try to avoid the need to push yourself beyond about 60% sensation here. And really just let the position of your body in regards to gravity create the opening and the space. Take a full inhale into chest and lungs. And as you exhale, slowly release the left leg. coming into a rebound, just letting your feet rest against the wall. If you prefer to take a hinge, you can take a little bit of a wiggle in the legs, and you can even give yourself a little bit of palpation with the hands along the thighs. Maybe even give your kneecaps a little bit of love. Now we'll move to the other side, so finding the position of your left foot somewhere on the wall to start. It doesn't have to be in the final place. Pressing against the wall to lift the bottom slightly so that you can bring your right ankle just somewhere below the left knee. And then you can either move your foot on the wall further down for a little more sensation, or higher for a little less, depending on how much resistance you have in the hips. Finding your pose and resolving to maintain stillness and accepting that this is enough, even if it's not a huge amount of sensation. Take a full inhale into chest and lungs. And as you exhale, gently release, allowing the legs to extend on the wall. Coming into a rebound or a little bit of a wiggle or movement in the legs. From here, we're going to roll to our side body and just take a moment there. Enjoy that release of pressure from your back. And then slowly, gently make your way up to a seated position. And our final yin pose is going to be caterpillar, or just a gentle loose forward fold. And you already have the wall to support you here. You may choose, if you are quite restricted along the back line of your body, to simply sit against the wall. Allow gravity to work on your tissues in a different approach. Or you may like to allow yourself to slowly start to bow forward. Now there's no alignment rules here, so the feet can roll out. You can have a bend in the knees. If you decide that you want to have a deeper bend in the knees to even start with, you can have your heels pressing and supporting you. And then you just let yourself melt. If you have something to rest your forehead on, that can be a really nice release for the neck. If you feel safe and comfortable, you can allow the head to dangle forward. Really try to be aware that you're not engaging any of the muscles along the back of the neck. Hi. Love you. Bottom's right. Take a full inhale into chest and lungs. And as you exhale, slowly start to escape from your pose and make your way into your final resting place of Shavasana. Allow yourself to spread out, really take up space. completely give the full weight of your body to the mat and allow yourself to sink for at least 6 to 8 minutes of total delicious surrender. Thank you for joining me. I hope this video finds you well and healthy, and I'm sending you lots of beautiful love and positive energy. Namaste.